10 most amazing ancient ruins of the world. Our goal is to bring you some of the most amazing travel destinations and tips as you adventure around the globe. So do subscribe to our channel and turn on that bell icon to add amazing new places to your travel bucket list. Without any further delay, let's get started. Number 10. Karnak. The Karnak temple complex in Luxor, Egypt is impressive due to its sheer size. Covering an area that's larger than most ancient cities, it's dotted with temples, sanctuaries, obelisks, and shrines. It took over 2,000 years to build, and each Egyptian pharaoh left their own architectural mark. Walk through the avenue of sphinxes and discover the Great Apostle Hall. This enormous room filled with towering pylons and solid sandstone columns is one of the most famous and photographed attractions of ancient Egypt. While you're here, stop to admire the sacred lake and the nearby granite scarab. It's said that if you encircle it 7 times, you will have good luck in love. Number 9. Borobudur. Crafted out of an impressive 2 million blocks of volcanic stone, Borobudur in Indonesia is the largest Buddhist temple in the world. Dating back to the 9th century, it eventually fell into ruin until it was discovered again in the 1800s. Since then, it's been restored to its former glory and is particularly popular at sunrise. The Borobudur monuments consist of 6 square platforms topped by 3 circular platforms. A pathway of enlightenment leads from the base of the pyramid up through the 3 levels of Buddhist cosmology, the world of forms and the world of formlessness. It's decorated with over 2,000 reliefs and 500 Buddha statues, each one outlining a Buddhist teaching. Number 8. Teotihuacan. Located on the outskirts of modern-day Mexico City, Teotihuacan is one of the most famous Aztec archaeological sites. But the Aztecs didn't actually build it. Despite many theories, nobody is really sure who did. However, the Aztecs did name it and make it their own when they stumbled across the abandoned city. In its prime, it was the largest city in the Western Hemisphere and home to a plethora of residential compounds and pyramids, some of which were as big as the pyramids of Giza. Today, its 2 iconic pyramids, the Temple of the Sun and the Temple of the Moon, are the major highlights. Stroll along the Avenue of the Dead and visit the Citadel and the Temple of the Feathered Serpent. Number 7. Moai Statues. With the tallest weighing in over 80 tons, the Moai Statues on Easter Island in Polynesia are iconic. In fact, you'll probably recognize them from a picture even if you hadn't heard of them. These 800 plus statues, most of which face away from the sea, were carved from volcanic ash by the Rapa Nui people somewhere between 400 and 1500 AD. Likely created using rudimentary basalt stone picks, each of these enormous monolithic statues would have taken close to a year to complete. There are many theories as to why they were built, including as a way to honor important clan ancestors and because of a belief it would improve the soil. Number 6. Colosseum. One of the most iconic Roman ruins, the Colosseum was an ancient gladiator arena. Unveiled in 80 AD, the 50,000-seater amphitheater was used for staging various events. These included animal fights and bloodthirsty gladiator contests where contestants would fight to the death. The architecture of the Colosseum is impressive even by today's standards. The outer walls are made up of 3 levels of archways topped with Ionic, Doric, and Corinthian columns. In its heyday, they were decorated with travertine and marble statues. The top level once supported an enormous awning that sheltered spectators from the elements. Today, you can explore the Colosseum itself or combine it with a visit to the nearby Roman Forum and Palatine Hall. Number 5. Great Wall of China. Spreading through 15 Chinese provinces, principalities, and autonomous regions, the Great Wall of China is the longest man-made structure in the world. It's made up of a series of separate sections of walls and moats that were built over the course of 6 Chinese dynasties as a defense from invaders. Now, well over 2,000 years old, some parts of the wall have fallen into ruin. Interestingly, for those who wanted to attempt it, walking the entire length of the Great Wall of China would take approximately 18 months. Number 4. Petra. The Rose City of Petra is an ancient desert town that was carved out of pink sandstone cliffs by nomads thousands of years ago. Located in Jordan, tucked between the Red Sea and the Dead Sea, it's hard to believe the city was once filled with green gardens, palatial houses, and bustling markets. Instead, A walk, camel or donkey ride through the ruins of Petra will reveal abandoned caves, temples, and tombs hidden within the city walls. The two-story treasury carved into the rock face is one of the most beautiful landmarks in the old city. It's worth viewing for the facade alone, but the interior with its Indiana Jonesy royal tomb is worth a look. To this day, as much as 95% of the ancient city of Petra remains undiscovered. It's worth viewing for the facade alone, but the interior with its Indiana Jonesy royal tomb is worth a look. To this day, as much as 95% of the ancient city of Petra remains undiscovered. Number 3, Machu Picchu. A huge tick off the travel bucket list, Machu Picchu is one of the most famous cities of the ancient Incan Empire. This historical fortress lies hidden in the mountains of Peru. So well hidden, in fact, that it was never found by Spanish invaders when they arrived in the 1500s. They were only found in 1911 by an explorer called Bingham, and even this was by accident. He was actually tracing another city known as Vilcabamba. A wonder of advanced engineering, it's estimated that 60% of the construction was built underground, mainly for fortification and drainage. Today, these walled ruins can only be reached by foot or by train. Don't miss the secret Machu Picchu Museum for an insider's look into the lost city of the Incas. Number 2, Angkor. Derived from the Sanskrit word Nagara, Angkor means city. Once the capital of the Khmer Empire between the 9th and 15th centuries, it was a thriving ancient metropolis. Today, Angkor is most famous for its Hindu Angkor Wat temple that claims the title as the largest religious shrine on Earth. It's famously visited at sunrise when the lighting over the temples is simply magical. But the Angkor Archaeological Park actually includes many more fascinating landmarks aside from Angkor Wat. Over 1,000 temples lie scattered throughout the forest, rice fields, and farmlands. Highlights include the jungle-clad and mysterious Beng Mealea Temple with its early library and well-preserved carvings, and the 12th century Bayon Temple that marks the historical center of the ancient city. Number 1. Giza. One of the most mysterious ancient sites on Earth, the pyramids of Giza in Cairo are truly fascinating. Created as enormous tombs for the pharaohs of ancient Egypt in the 4th dynasty, there's plenty of speculation as to how they were built. With such precise and immaculate detail, they're yet another remarkable feat of ancient Egyptian engineering. In fact, many believe they were built by angels or even aliens. Visitors can pay to enter all 3 of the Great Pyramids. They were used as burial chambers and were littered with treasure from the pharaoh to use in the afterlife, something that attracted many grave robbers over the years. Don't forget to get a kissing photo with the Sphinx. It's pretty much mandatory. For those looking to escape the worst of the crowds, there are many more lesser-known tombs, temple ruins, and pyramids worth exploring in the surrounding desert plateau. There are so many amazing ancient ruins in the world. What ruins do you know that we didn't list? Did you visit any of the ruins in this video? Leave us a comment below and make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any more future travel videos. With that, I'll see you in the next video.